Well, hello there, Rabbi. It is Sunday, the 14th of July, Bastille Day. And as is appropriate, I suppose, everyone is calling to arms because yesterday somebody took a shot at a presidential candidate. It's a 20-year-old somebody from Pennsylvania, as I understand it, a registered Republican. My question is, why did he think this was his only possible solution?
So I think you just hit the problem itself. We're going to hear from one group that's going to start saying, we need more guns. If a presidential candidate can get shot at, then we're all fair game. We have to arm. Then there's going to be another group that points to this incident. And they say, see, that just proves why we have to take the guns away from everybody. Nobody should have a gun because nobody is safe. And both of those and anything like that is really a distraction, a defocusing, because you just summarized it. And I think we have to take and talk about the elephant in the room. We now have a climate in the United States of America where a large percentage of our population see that there is no choice to solving something except turning to violence. And the danger is Republicans point to Democrats, Democrats point to Republicans. Everyone's playing a blame game, blaming them for the event. When we're all responsible in a way, the problem lies in the climate of our country, not in one political party or the other. And the saddest part is, if I want to get elected, if I want to get votes, if I want to get people to watch me, I'm going to preach hate. I'm going to preach violence against them. I'm going to condemn gays and lesbians. I'm going to be against abortion. I'm going to be for abortion. I'm going to take an extreme position because America, the United States, but we're not united. We have become a country that thrives on dissent, but not good dissent, not discussion, but on violent dissent, as if the only solution to everyone's problem is violence against them. And that's the elephant in the room. And that's what I don't hear people talking about. I don't hear either party. I don't hear any politicians. I hear all of them taking a side and blaming something very specific, as if we pass a law or get rid of it, it'll solve the problem. You can't carry a gun in a sensitive place. What? If I'm a criminal, I'm going to go, oh, I can't carry a gun there, so I'm not going to do the act. In PG County 2 days ago, there was a memorial observance for 3 great football players who were killed by a drunk driver. But don't get me started on drunk driving. Killed by a drunk driver. After it was over, there was a shooting in the parking lot and 2 people were killed. And you're going to say, well, that's unacceptable. Saying that doesn't change the climate, Joe. Our politicians, our TikTokers, our X-Men, our X-Files, everyone who has social media, everyone who has access, has to stop and say to themselves, it might promote me and I might get a name for myself. It's not good for the country. It's not good for my neighbor. As you sow, so shall ye reap, Joe. And we have too many people sowing seeds of violence and hate as if that's the only way out. That's the only way to get your voice heard. That's the only way to be popular. And we're watching, that's what we're reaping. That's the harvest.
Nobody wants to feel so impotent that they just stand by, but nobody seems to have a better solution than picking up a club and beating your neighbor with it. What is it that we can do then?
There is a solution, and I don't see it coming because it requires some self-control. Those running for public office, those who have a forum on public television, those people have forums on social media to stop. And you have to and say, I may benefit personally, but it's destroying the climate, it's destroying the country. I don't Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of hope in individuals accepting, and it's right out there. What did Jesus teach? Turn the other cheek. If someone asks for your coat, you give them your jacket. Think of the Beatitudes. Think of the Sermon on the Mount. Yet I don't see that coming from Christian leaders. And I don't see our politicians stopping. They pick up a popular idea to get reelected. And until we as the public start shaking our heads and trying and getting their attention.
And not to be self-serving myself, but I would like to point out that you and I discuss reason and conjecture and peaceful solutions to situations all the time. And our viewership is much lower than pundits who promote violence and extremism all the time. But I'm not going to give up, Rabbi, because I believe in you. I believe in your wisdom. And I appreciate, as always, your guidance.
I just want to go back to as ye sow, so shall ye reap. And I just want to point out that for all the stuff on X and all the huge numbers, the outcome has more and more violence. And that's what I want to leave us with. We have to turn it off. We have to stop listening. And we have to stop allowing the people we follow to promote and joining them in blaming them and getting into hate.